welcome back to Let's Play Tropico 4. I want to point out, I've lost my internet currently, so I'm recording this without an internet connection, really, for the moment. This game can be played without an internet connection at all, because it's a single-player game. I think more single-player games recently need to learn that fucking lesson. Anyway, we are proceeding with Mission 2 in the Tropico 4 campaign, called It's All Mine. We actually made startling progress in like 45 minutes in this campaign. There's still things to work on. As a matter of fact, I have some ideas for what I'd like to work on next, including... We've got so much mining going on. But apartment blocks. They're better than tenements. They're much better than tenements. We need to pay 2,000. Now we have the blueprints until the end of the mission. Apartment blocks, most Tropicans will be really satisfied by their housing quality if you give them apartments. And especially for some of these outlying areas, we might start to see shacks popping up, considering people like to live close to their workplace. And even if we don't see shacks pop up, well, I think it'd be worth it to build for these outlying areas, because if we'll see... I'm actually not seeing any shacks. I'm kind of impressed. I guess I just built so many tenements. Oh, there's one shack over there. So I'm gonna build an apartment block out here. And I'm gonna build one here. And obviously, let's say 2 in the center of town. Because, well, we have tons of money. And 1 over here. Do we have crops down here? No. These aren't actually crops that are being grown by the farms. They're just kinda... I think they're just decoration. I'm enjoying the music. There's, like, single homes you can build, and there's mansions. Condominiums are the best, but they need electricity. As a matter of fact, Presidente actually has enough to quick build a few of these. The ones in the outlying areas that won't get built quickly. Something to note is, the rent is 3, so an uneducated person actually won't be able to live in these unless you reduce the rent to something like 1. Apartment blocks are the good stuff, and they're being discounted by the USSR Development Aid as well. Because the housing quality is almost double that of a tenement, without too much more in expenses, it's a decent investment to make, let's put it that way.
Exalted Presidente, China is most willing to help your trapped miners.
Ooh, a wonderful drill machine to dig them out. I'm pretty sure you have to accept this. Cheap price, just because we want to help. Well, thanks, China. Yeah, this is the only way to advance the story, I think. Oh goodness.
Presidente, it is an earthquake. Good thing the palace is sturdier than most buildings on our island.
Oh goodness. Oh no, this one's destroying buildings. Oh man, there goes our fucking tenement.
The earthquake is over, Presidente. I am happy to report that most of the structures on the island are still standing.
Only 1 building was damaged. I do appreciate Mother Nature being sorta going easy on us. And we have received more than what it will cost to rebuild. Now the question is, will this lead to people actually using the... See, now people are living in the apartment blocks. They hold so many less families.
Oh no! That crappy, cheap Chinese drill exploded and triggered a new earthquake, even more powerful than the last one.
I noticed. Oh man. Make a speech and blame someone for the incident. Blame the powers that be, unknown effect. That'd be kinda... I blame the socialist communist... Well, actually, we do have a literal communist faction, so that might offend them. I think... No, you know what, China? You fucked up. You're fucking responsible. I gotta be honest with the Tropican people here. Yeah, it looks like the miners. Yeah, see, I was worried the buildings wouldn't fill up correctly. They will. Especially now. As a matter of fact, I am going to authorize the rebuilding of the tenement. I'm not going to fast track it though. Where's Presidente?
What is it now? Time to check up on my people.
Is he still in the outlying areas? I don't see President. Oh, he's over there, yeah. He is headed back to civilization now. Sometimes I like just following cars and stuff on their journey. Just to see the level of amazing detail. I actually zoomed too far out there. But just... you can get down on... this is what impressed me about Cities XL as well. And a lot of other games. You can get down to the people.
Praiseworthy listeners on TNT Radio. The embargo is not a sign of falling relations between our two great nations. Instead, it is a gentle promise that our relations can only get better from now on.
Great. Well, you know what? Fuck you, China. This is your... did you just see that? 100,000... in excess of 100,000. I'd say 110,000. That is just... that's tremendous. That's really tremendous. We can just afford to quick build this stuff. And just in time, because we have immigrants incoming. Oh, yes, we do.
We managed to get the economy back on track.
Thanks, Antonio. So, rescue efforts will just have to undergo...
With my several night jobs, it is becoming very hard to keep the educational standards of this island up.
More Miss Pineapple. And your creepy caricatured face. We have so much money. We don't have any actual education. Our frickin' school will eventually be built.
What matter requires Presidente?
Let's send Presidente over to yell at the construction workers. I'm gonna reduce the rent on this apartment to free. And this one to 2. And you know, playing with rent, you can make it so that only a family of uneducated people...
How could you rely on cheap Chinese technology instead of our own scientists, Presidente? You should rely on our world-renowned scientists instead. I can personally vouch that they are experts on drilling.
Oh goodness. Well, when you put it like that, Miss Pineapple. Okay. Academy of Science, which requires a Minister of Education. Yes, yes, yes.
With my several night jobs.
Look, we have the money for it, and we'll get intellectual respect this way as well. We don't have anybody capable of doing the job, so let's just do it. While we're at it, we can get one of the palace guards to be a Minister for Defense. Except that none of them really... like, leadership seems like a really important stat to have for a government minister. And we don't have any rebel threats. We do have crime, though. And we have a police station, which means we can recruit a Minister of the Interior. This guy is above average in every respect. So congratulations, we now have an Interior Minister. Is this actually our first criminal? Actually, no, I think we have a couple. Then it might be time to look into correctional facilities, everybody. I even like how apartment blocks look. They look nice. I'm seeing more shacks, though, even though some of the shacks are not being actually lived in by people. I confess I don't quite understand. Okay, we need another pair of apartment blocks. Yeah, you'll need a lot more of these than you will of tenements. It's pretty well guaranteed. As soon as the aid corps vanishes, then I'm thinking we're okay. With a rent of 1, anybody can afford to stay here except the literally unemployed. Also, we're going to hire some teachers from abroad because apparently no one wants to go teach. Okay, 4 months and we'll get our Minister of the Education. After that, we can build an Academy of Science and we can go about the job of science. Interesting. I'm gonna reduce this to 0. Although, frankly,
Buenos días.
you make like $5. You got no excuse. How's the church? Church has 2. Let's recruit 2 more. Let's make this all high school workers to 11. And honestly, normally I want to keep the palace guards at all costs, but at this point, we have so much money. Money is not an issue, and typically it's a huge issue, so...
I don't like garbage dumps, Presidente. They're smelly and gross and very unnatural. But there is something I dislike even more. Mounds of waste near our
Alright, and the religious
homes.
faction wants a cathedral. You know what? We can afford a goddamn cathedral. El Presidente will authorize $20,000. Just because I'm like that. You know what? Where's the almanac? Foreign relations. Yeah, China's pissed. Because we blamed them for selling us a goddamn drill. It doesn't matter whether they knew it was defective or not. Our miners are trapped, and it's their goddamn fault. Okay, where's the foreign ministry?
Presidente, Tropicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect for you. They may have used different words, but that does not matter.
The last mission had the free elections condition on, so you couldn't deny them. You can deny elections this time. I really wouldn't do that. It's because I'm a good guy. It's a good chance to make a speech. What are people really jumping about? I'm gonna say environment, because I haven't done much for the environmentalists, because, let's see. Loyalists are not happy as well, but I believe there are very few loyalists. Relationship with the USSR, capitalist, communist, intellectuals. They're all kinda... Alright, we're gonna be building a cathedral, so I say we hit the militarists. Not literally, they probably hit back. Cathedral built. I can promise, even though according to my traits, I don't have to suffer if I don't fulfill a campaign promise, I will actually build a cathedral. So let's issue the speech.
Hola, Tropico! I want to stress the great progress we have made. Production has increased steadily, exceeding 25% in some areas. I tell you, we will complete the 5-year plan in 4 years. This is progress.
Ooh. Looks like the cathedral's actually being built.
It's a grave problem. We shall not deny that. However, the reasons are as clear as day. We all know that the environmentalists are to blame for all this.
I don't remember writing that, Presidente. You're going off message.